Hi everyone, this is another question for differential band break. Just listen. A differential band break as shown in figure has an angle of contact 225 degree. The band has a compressed woven lining and bears against a cast iron drum of 350 mm diameter. The brake is to sustain a torque of 350 Newton meter and the coefficient of friction between the band and the drum is 0.3. Find the necessary force P for clockwise rotation and anti-clockwise rotation. Then second one, the value of OA for the brake to be self-working when the drum rotates in clockwise. So there is a change with our data book figure. Just understand, this is a differential band brake. In our data book, this fulcrum is on the bottom side, but in this figure it is on the top side. But it is a differential band brake similar to the data book, and here the values are given. 225 is the angle of contact, it is already in the question, and the value of 35 is similar to our data book value of B. Then the value of 150 is similar to data book value, data book time of B1, and what is 500, it is A. And the value of, they are asking about the value of P. P is the pulling force. So this is the force acting here, denoted as F. So just compare this figure with our data book figure. Okay. In our data book page number 270, figure number F, that is the figure of differential band brake. Just compare these two figures. Write the given data. What are the given data? Diameter is given is 350 mm. Angle of contact theta is equal to 225 degree. Convert it into radian. That will become 3.927 radian. Now the value of torque is given 350 Newton meter. Coefficient of friction is equal to 0.3. Then for the clockwise and anti-clockwise rotation, we have to find the value of F. First of all, we can go for the clockwise rotation. Just compare with our data book page number 270, figure number F. Compare with the clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. First of all, we can go for the clockwise rotation. The value of D is already given. The value of A is equal to 500 mm, B is equal to 35 mm, B1 is equal to 35 mm, and B2 is equal to 150 mm. So these are the data that we have to substitute in our data book equations. Now use the equation F is equal to Ft divided by A into B2 minus B1 into e raised to mu theta divided by e raised to mu theta minus 1. That is in our data book equation number 13.19 F. It is for the, in our data book it is for the counterclockwise direction, but in this case the fulcrum is situated in the top side. So we have to take this for the clockwise rotation. Here e raised to mu theta we can calculate because all the data are given, F and theta are given, then it will become 3.25. Now we can value of T is given, that is 350 into 10 raised to 3. Now if we substitute for the torque equation, that is T is equal to F1 minus F2 into R, then we will get the equation in terms of F1 and F2. F1 minus F2 is equal to 2000 Newton. Now F1 by F2 is equal to e raised to mu theta, that is we already calculated in previous cases also. Then we can convert F1 in terms of F2, that will become 3.25 F2. Now we can substitute these values in the previous equation, then we can find the value of F1 and F2. F2 will become 888.89 Newton and F1 will become 2888.89 Newton. If we substitute the value of F1 and F2 in the first equation, that is not the general equation, then we will get F is equal to, that is for the clockwise direction, it will become 64.44 Newton. That is for the clockwise rotation in this figure, but in our data book it is for the equation for the anti-clockwise direction, because in our data book the fulcrum is situated on the bottom side, but in this question the fulcrum is on the top side. Similarly, we can find the value of f for the clockwise rotation, counterclockwise rotation. Rotation. How we can find? Take the data book and equation for the clockwise rotation. F is equal to ft divided by a into b2 into e raised to mu theta minus b1 divided by e raised to mu theta minus 1. It is in the data book, equation number 13.19e, page number 270. And all the data we familiarized, then substitute all the values, then the value of f will become 804.45 Newton. Then which one is bigger? For the counterclockwise direction, the value will become 800. For the clockwise rotation, it will become 64 Newton. So these are the two values they are asking for the asking in the first question. Then next, second question. What is it? They are asking about the self-locking. So for the clockwise rotation, the self-locking we can take it as f is equal to 0. The value of f will become 0. That means that there is no pulling force, but there is a locking. That is the self-locking. So we can write the moment equation like this: b2 into f2, b2 into f2 minus b1 into f1 is equal to 0. Or we can write like this: b2 into f2 is equal to b1 into f1, or b2 divided by b1 is equal to f1 divided by f2, b1 by b2 is equal to e raised to mu theta, or b2 is equal to b1 into e raised to mu theta. This equation we already solved in the previous question. Now put the values for the b1 and e raised to mu theta. b2 is already given, but for the self-locking we have to find the value of b2. Then that will become 113.75 millimeter. That is the value. If the distance of b2 will become 113.75, what will happen? The brake will be self-locked. There is no need of pulling force. Okay, thank you.